Good morning. It's the weekend. What's your favorite part about the weekend? Maybe it's sleeping in. Maybe it's not fighting traffic. Maybe it's that first cup of coffee. Oh, I love to have a nice cup of coffee in the morning. Mm-mm-mm. Gets my morning going as well as a good breakfast. So we're cooking through the alphabet. Today is O for oatmeal pancakes. Oatmeal's just not for oatmeal anymore, for cereal. When I was growing up, oatmeal was a staple. Oatmeal pancake or oatmeal, just plain old oatmeal in the morning, on a Saturday or a Sunday, Quaker oats, steel cut oats. Now they have oatmeal in a cup. It's easy, just add the water. They also have these little packages of oatmeal, but we're going to be using the whole grain kind of oatmeals, not the instant kind. This is the rolled oats that we're going to be using today. We're going to make some pancakes. Pancakes are easy to make. Now this recipe, however, you do need to have a little prep work in it. And what I mean by that is you need to do a little work the night before. So I kept the batter right in the refrigerator overnight. I put in 2 cups of the regular oats and 2 cups of buttermilk. Don't be afraid of buttermilk. There's not really any butter in it. It actually is thicker and has a little more flavor. So you mix up the buttermilk with the oats in a bowl. Mix it up and put it in the refrigerator overnight. That is an important step. It just doesn't taste right if you don't let it set and let the oats absorb some of the liquid. So mix that up. All right, next morning when you get up and maybe all the kids are sleeping back there in the bedrooms and everything's kind of quiet, you can come up and have your coffee and get the oatmeal pancakes going. And what you're going to add to this now is you're going to add in some whole wheat flour. Now, I know some of you might think, oh, whole wheat. Well, you could use white. I like King Arthur's here because it is a whole wheat flour, but it's unbleached and it still is white and it's high in fiber. So you're going to put a half a cup of this into your mixture. And into that, you're going to add a little bit of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of this, 1 teaspoon of the soda. That's what's going to give it its rise so it puffs up in the skillet for you. Now we're going to add a little bit of egg too. Now, I like to use the egg beaters. I'm going to use, let's see, the recipe calls for 2 medium eggs. So I'm going to put in 2 medium eggs worth of this, which would be 2 tablespoons. If I don't want to use that, you can also use the egg white substitute, which is just fine as well. So you put in something equal to 2 eggs. A little salt, and a little bit of brown sugar also. I just put a little handful of this in the brown sugar. I use the Splenda kind just to give it a little bit of flavoring. Now, this is where it kind of gets fun because you can add flavors now. Once this is all stirred up, and I want you to see the thickness of this now. Can you see that? It's my pancake batter, but it is a little lumpy because of the oatmeal. It's the way it's supposed to be. So we have that all mixed in here. Now, you could add, if you'd like to, a little bit of this vanilla, which is good. This is where you could add maybe a few chocolate chips if you wanted to for the kids. Here's my secret ingredient. Now, shh. This is what I always like to add into mine. And well, if you know me, I love pumpkin anything. So I have this pumpkin creamer, and I use this in muffin mix sometimes just to add a little bit of flavor and very few calories. So I put a little bit of this and a dash of this in to give it a little pumpkin flavor. Mix that all about. I added a little bit of salt to it. So just to review a little bit, this started off with 2 cups of the oatmeal, 2 cups of the buttermilk, a half a cup of flour, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. If you don't have brown, regular is okay too. 1 teaspoon of the soda, 1 teaspoon of the baking powder, a little bit of salt, and that's it. That's all we need. And again, make a little bit of this overnight, get up in the morning, go back to the stove. The skillet should be going already with a little bit of ham sprayed in it. You can use ham, you can use olive oil, and you know how to cook up the pancakes. You put them in and they get bubbly on top, we flip them over a little bit, and that's all there is to it. And I already went ahead and made some. I have a platter full, and that makes an abundance. It made this batch of pancakes already, and I still have all that batter left. So it does make quite a bit. Now, the topping. The topping can be a banana, any kind of fruit on top. I often use the sugar-free jams. This comes in all sorts of fruit flavors. You can put that on top. Of course, spray butter. I like to use that because you can have 25 pumps without any calories or hardly any calories anyway. So I use the spray butter. And I also like to use syrup on it, but I find Hungry Jack has a sugar-free. So I use that on top too. So all we have to do is doctor these up with a little bit of butter, a little bit of syrup, and believe me, before you know it, the kids are going to be coming down the hallway saying, "Oh, what do I smell?" So get yours first. Get a fork, and just give them a little bit of a try, see how it is. Hearty, delicious. Make up a batch. Keep them in the freezer. You can keep them there for up to a month or so. Keep in the refrigerator for a week. Bring them out. Heat them up. There you go. A delicious meal. And breakfast foods don't have to be just for breakfast. It could be a quick lunch. You could put some peanut butter and banana on it. Put two together. Have a pancake sandwich if you like. But the oats in them really make them a nice texture. It makes it nice and hearty and healthy. So, oatmeal pancakes, and a nice cup of coffee in the morning. I hope you're having some good times trying some of these recipes and starting to eat healthy. And as always, happy, healthy eating and happy, healthy cooking to you.